Hello traders and welcome back to Trading with Bill, Options and Forex. October 8th, 2015 on a Thursday. Traders, how you doing? Helping losing traders become winning traders. As a team, we can do it. We can do it. All right, traders, great to be with you. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies. No rain yet, but looks like it's going to happen later today, probably tonight, as it is currently 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, Thailand time as I do this. And that would be 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just to give you an idea of the time difference, it's 11 hours from Eastern Standard Time. All right, got lots of, well, we don't have a lot to talk about today, to be honest with you. Today we are going to be doing options. I don't have any Forex charts for you today. We'll get into that in just a minute. However, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and they call me Bill. Traders, I started trading in 2006, 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Came to Thailand 9 days later. Well, I was only supposed to be here for 3 months. Well, it's 8 years later, and I'm still here. Love trading the Asia time zone. Love Thailand. It's just a great place to retire and trade and just relax and take it easy and eat some really good food, to be honest. So what I look at is I look at technicals. I'm a technical trader. I look at charts. I look at candlesticks. I look at support resistance. I use my Fibonacci tool a lot. I fib everything. And I look for opportunities and probabilities that I can win the trade. And when I'm not winning a trade, I get out early. I don't wait for the 40 pip stop to get hit. If it's going against me, I'll take the 10 or 12 pip stop and we'll re-enter if we have to. But yeah, take the low side of the loss. We don't want to take the high side of the win and low side of the loss, right? All right, this is not going to be a long video, I don't think, but you never know. Okay, let's move along. Our risk disclaimer: Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Don't trade your rent money. Not a good idea. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. And that means that you're on a demo account and then all of a sudden, bamboozly, you go to a live account and you find you're not doing the same. I apologize for that beep in the background. I have my Ninja Trader up and running, and apparently one of my charts has support and resistance lines activated, and every time it hits a support line, it's hitting it. That's what that's all about. All right, let's get to options. We're going to talk about options today. So I got a little bit of commentary. We've got ECB today, rate decision coming out, and then we have the FOMC minutes. And I would think that the FOMC minutes is going to, well, the ECB is going to be pretty interesting because we'll find out exactly how dovish, or should we say negative, President of the ECB, Draghi, is on what's going on. And so we'll get a good idea of where he's coming from that. Then it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have the FOMC minutes. That's going to be interesting because FX Street came out today on Twitter and put a report on there saying that the minutes indicate that they are dovish hawkish on interest rate increase, and that they're still looking to increase 25 basis points before the end of the year. So pretty interesting, pretty interesting. All right, let's talk about options. This is just a dollar chart, dollar index chart. And I wanted just to show you how this is the last candle you can see is in the cloud, right? So remember what the cloud is? The cloud is support. This is support on the cloud, and that beeping is going to drive me crazy, I promise you. So this is pretty interesting. However, our market DNA on the bottom of the chart is to the upside, and we see Stokes is flatlined. Now, remember, the stochastics is only good in a trending market, right? So if it's not trending and it's going sideways, stochastics is going to go sideways. However, this looks like this wants to give a notch to the upside. So this can be very interesting to see how this works out once we get into the New York session. And this, I think this chart does work live. However, we are currently, right now, the dollar index is at 95.14. So it's dropped today. The dollar's dropped quite a bit today. And if you look at some of the Forex pairs, like the euro, I was in the euro trade. I got out at 1 pip. I just didn't like it. I was in it too long. It was not moving. It was all, it was just bouncing 2 pips here, 3 pips there. So I absolutely just dumped that. The other thing I want to show you was the weekly chart. So the right side of this screen, this is the weekly chart. And look at where this is coming to. This is coming to the cloud. Now look at how this price area, it's all about price action, probably 94, 10, 15, right? Rejected and came back out of the cloud. So we're going to be interesting here. We got 2 red weeks, and we'll see how this week goes and see if it makes the span A of this cloud, and we'll see how it goes. We'll take it from there. All right, let's get over to our 2 trades that we have working at the moment. And this is the IWM, so this is the ETF for the Russell 2000. And I'm more interested on the left side of the screen here. This is a daily chart. This is what we look to trade off of, right? So in this, we had a really nice day yesterday, and I'll show you where we are as far as our trade goes. And I like that our DNA is up, and stochastics came down and then is now jackknifed to the upside. That is very powerful in stochastics. In other words, if it changes going from the top to the bottom, from the 70 to the 30 range, and it changes direction midway, that shows strength, okay? And if you look at this up move, this came down, came to the bottom, came up, came down, went up, came down. What happens? Boom, came all the way back up to the top. It shows strength. So I'm pretty excited about seeing this has happened, that we're at the overbought area, but however, we got a jackknife to the upside, and our market DNA's blue line is, to the upside. So really excited about that. However, if you take a look at this arrow that I put on the chart, you'll see that we have, we're coming into this support area, and I looked at this, and this is looking at like 115.50. This is going to hit this span B of this cloud. And I'm not, so we have to make some decisions today once we get into the New York market if we're going to stay in this trade or not, because there's a good chance this can get rejected, right? Now, come over to your weekly chart. This is totally in the up mode. I put an arrow here. Here's span B, right? Nice big green candle coming up to what we would call resistance, right? Again, getting ready to enter into the cloud. So it entered into the cloud one time and came back down. So there's a good chance that this is going to happen again. So we just need to, we have to make some decisions here in the next 24 hours of what we're going to do. So it might be a very late night for me as we check that out. So my concern is we're in profit in both of our option trades. The issue is, when am I going to get out? Now, we don't expire until a week from Friday. So we still have 8 days left in this trade. So we don't have to get out. But my thing is, I don't want to get into this and then not get rejected and then coming all the way back down and being out of profit, right? So this is something we're going to have to take a look at. All right, let's take a look at the spiders. Here's our spiders trade. If you take a look, we're above the cloud here. We're at 199.26, but we are at the 50 exponential moving average, this red line. And to the positive side of this trade, you can see at the bottom here, look straight on down to the bottom, you'll see a little dot. That is our parabolic czar for the upside. We do not have a down arrow. Our arrow is still to the upside, and we just today got a parabolic czar to the upside. Now we got conflicting stories here. We've got an up DNA and we've got a down stochastics, but it hasn't crossed through that 70 line to the downside yet. So I'm concerned about it, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, Let's go to the weekly. Look at the weekly. The weekly is inside the cloud. We are inside this cloud. This is concerning. This is very concerning because this can get rejected here. We're going to come up to some resistance levels at about 201, 202. We're going to get some resistance. And the spiders can move $3 or $4 in a day. I mean, this isn't a pair that only moves $2 in 3 weeks or whatever. This is pretty volatile. This makes some movement. Yesterday it moved over what was it, 196? Went all the way up to 199. So, that's a $3 move, basically, to the upside. So it was just at about 2% it went up since yesterday. However, don't ignore a 50 exponential moving average on a daily chart, right? We don't want to ignore that. That's resistance, folks. And I don't want this thing popping out, all right? Okay, so let's go over and let's take a look at business. All right, so this is where we're at, okay? So if you take a look at our PL for today, okay, on the IWM, which is the first one, okay, we only want to look at the -3, which is the one on the bottom. We are $130.50 in profit on the IWM. Alrighty. All right, let's take a look at our spiders. We are at the negative side, the -3, which is where we make our money at, right? Because we're selling vertical spreads. We're $120 in profit. Now realize, to get where we're really at, remember, that's $64.50 there, and this is $82.50 here. Well, you got to subtract that from that $250, right? So what do we end up? We are currently $103.50 in profit with both of these trades together, right? So if you take a look all the way to the right side of the chart, we are risking $1,200. $600 is our margin on each side for each trade. So we're risking $1,200, right? So my take is, if the market can give us a bounce up to like 150 or 160, I'll bail on this trade and I'll just get out of it. It's going to cost me like $12 to get out. I think it's $6 to get out of this trade for commissions, because it would, yeah, I think it's $3 in, $3 out. So, and then remember, when I get out of the buy side, the +3, that's going to cost me. Now, what it's going to cost me, I have no idea. And you can see this shows us that we have 8 days left until expiration. So this is an issue here. The other issue is that we have this data coming out, but we have it. The IMF has its big conference this weekend, October 9th through 11th, and who knows what could be said. And I really don't want to be in any trades, because people are going to get on that microphone all through the weekend making statements which can be hazardous to our trading, right? So that has some concern. I'm not too concerned about Draghi. Little concerned about the minutes when they're released from the FOMC, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. So I have a decision to make, and that is, do I want to stay in or do I want to get out? And I'll make that decision. Listen, if I can make $120 in basically 3 days, 3 trading days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm gonna take my money and run, right? I don't want this going back down to negative $100. And we're coming up to all this resistance. I showed you the charts. We have to put that all together with the fundamentals. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting New York Open, and I will be at my charts. It's either going to be an early night or it's going to be a very, very late night, past the midnight hour. All right, traders, that's what's going on in our options, and we're excited to keep on going, and we're just going to play it out, and I will keep you updated what is going on. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. Please come visit my website at tradingwithbill.com. If you've missed any of my videos, you can go to the video channel on my website. You can view all my videos from all the way back. And please follow me on Twitter at WKG1960. Remember, we're here to help losing traders become winning traders as a group. Traders, always remember to trade smart, not hard. And we'll catch you tomorrow, and I'll give you an update. Hopefully we'll get some Forex charts, we get some price action. See you then, traders. Take care now. Bye-bye.